The exercise alcohols, carboxylic acid, and polymers. We did the first 20 questions from this last week. So I will solve the remaining questions from this exercise from question 21 and onwards. You can also use your mic, you can use the chat or even a screen annotation to answer the questions. So the first one, butanoic acid is a carboxylic acid. What is the empirical formula of butanoic acid? Empirical formula represents the simplest ratio. So when we
write we'll count all the atoms of elements and take simplest ratio.
Yeah, that's right. Don't represent in this manner, Muhammad Ashraf.
I got C2H4O.
Yeah. So
C2H4O.
When you count all of them, this will be C4. Like
It's
1, 2, 3, 4, C4. And how many hydrogen are there? That is 8 and O2. But when you take a simplest ratio between 4, 2 and 4, 8 and 2. So this will be C2.
C2H4O.
Oh, so C2H4O. Then complete the chemical equation for a reaction between butanoic acid and sodium carbonate. When acid react with carbonate, what are the products? One should be salt.
Carbon dioxide, water, and sodium. Sodium butanoate.
So salt. Yeah, salt, water, and carbon dioxide. So the formula for sodium, the simple way to write to know which salt is formed, just we displace the hydrogen. Yeah, we displace the hydrogen by the metal. The hydrogen of a carboxylic acid we displace by a metal. So it will be CH3, CH2, CH2, COO, Na. So this will be CH3, CH2, CH2. There should be Na at the last profit. So CH3, CH2, CH2, COO, and then Na plus water.
Sometimes it does not register some text.
Okay. H2O and then CO2 will be there. Or you can just change the order. The next one, butanoic acid react with methanol to form an organic compound and water. Name the organic compound. What is formed when acid react with alcohol?
Ester, this will be methyl butanoate.
So the first, it will form an ester, and the first name of ester is always from alcohol, and the second name is from carboxylic acid. So which you can use screen annotation to complete. So which ester will be there? It will be methyl. And because the carboxylic acid is butanoic acid, so it will be butanoate. And how to draw the structure of an ester? First, you will draw C double bonded with O and O. That is the way. Meth means one carbon, so one carbon is attached with oxygen, and but means 4. So including this, there will be 4, including this, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And this will have 3 hydrogen, this will have 2 hydrogen, 2 hydrogen, and 3 hydrogens. So methyl butanoate. The next one, butene form a polymer. Suggest a name of polymer formed from butene. So whenever
polybutene.
Whenever if you say butene, that is wrong because the name of the polymer like named after their monomer. So because the monomer was butene, so polymer will be polybutene. Now name and draw the structure like structural isomer of butene. So We have
Butanene.
butanene we can draw, or you can also say butene. And butanene means like you can use any other part. It's not necessary you all use the same part. You can use any part of the screen to draw the structure. So butanene means the double bond, like if you have four carbon, but means four carbon atom, and the double bond with the first one, remaining single bond, this will have two hydrogen, this will have one, this will have two, and this will have three hydrogen. An ester has a molecular formula of C3H6O2. Give like name and give the structure of the two esters. Like we want to make
Methyl ethanoate and ethyl
yeah.
methanoate.
So we want ester which is having three carbon. So if I write the first one as methyl, like meth means
Then
one carbon.
ethanoate.
So first one, if I say it's methyl, then it will be ethanoate. The second one, I can say ethyl, like two carbon, then methanoate. So first one we can say methyl ethanoate because both eth means two, meth means one. Here meth means one, eth means two. So three carbon here and three carbon here. So there are total three carbon in both of them. The only difference is that the first one is methyl ethanoate, the second one is ethyl methanoate. Name the ester produced by reaction of propanoic acid and methanol. Which ester will be produced?
Methyl propanoate. Yes.
So it will be methyl propanoate. In question 4, the polyester is represented by the structure, as you can see. What type of polymerization is used for the production of polyester?
Condensation polymerization.
So it is
And
condensation.
water is eliminated in it.
And which simple molecule is eliminated or removed from this? That is the water. And how we will complete this, because how the polyester is formed when dicarboxylic acid react with
Diol and dicarboxylic acid.
yeah. So this part is we will remove it and make a carboxylic, like two carboxylic, and this part will remove as diol, so put two H both sides. So as a result, it will become dicarboxylic acid and diol. Then question 25, the diagram shows a part of a structure of addition polymer. Draw a ring around one repeat unit. The first part. Ring around one repeat unit. Like, yeah, that's good. And then you have to draw anywhere you can, like the first one, the middle, or the last one. And you have to draw a polymer, draw the structure of a monomer. So the same structure you will draw, but without a double bond. So whenever yeah, that's right. Monomer should have a double bond. There should be a double bond here. As you drew first, it should be a double bond. Yeah, that's right. So just draw the same structure and place a double bond between the carbon atom. Then aqueous bromine is added to both polymer and monomer. As you can see, when you drew the structure of the
Polymer
polymer,
is saturated, so
polymer is
stays orange
saturated.
brown.
Yeah, polymer is saturated, that's right, so it won't change. But what about
Monomer
the
is unsaturated, so it turns colorless from orange brown.
so with the polymer, there will be no change in the color. But with the monomer, it will decolorize like it, or it will, you can mention turn from orange brown to colorless. The diagram shows a part of a structure of a condensation polymer. Can you identify, is it
Nylon.
nylon or protein? Nylon or
Nylon.
protein? Yeah, it is nylon because you can see dicarboxylic acid, like both sides carboxylic and both side amine groups are there. So what kind of polymerization is this?
Condensation.
So this is condensation. Now, whenever you want to draw the monomer for this, it should not be diol, it's dicarboxylic and diamine. Draw monomer from which this condensation polymer is made. So the shaded one is a dicarboxylic acid. That's right. But don't forget to shade this region. That's right. And the second one is diamine. So draw the same structure but put hydrogen.
It is diamine.
So NH groups are there on both ends, but just put one more hydrogen to make the structure stable. Like nitrogen, maximum can form 3 bonds. So diamine and dicarboxylic acid. In question 26, alcohols are family of organic molecules which have the same general formula. What is the name given to any family of organic molecule which have same general formula or similar chemical properties?
Homologous series.
So we call them as a homologous series. What is the general formula for alcohol? So you can say CnH2n plus 1 OH, or you can also say, this is right, CnH2n plus 1 OH, or you can also say CnH2n. You can also say CnH2n plus 2O. This is also right, acceptable. And this is CnH2n plus 1 OH. Both are correct. Same thing. So learn the general formula for alkanes, alkenes, alcohols, and carboxylic series. Propane 1-ol can be made from propene. What we need to produce propane 1-ol? So reagent, we need steam.
And 300 degrees Celsius, 6000 kilopascal and phosphoric acid catalyst.
Right. Then we have to write a chemical equation for a complete combustion of propanol. Combustion, whenever you burn a compound, these organic compound, the product complete combustion gives carbon dioxide and water. So prop means like 3 carbons, so
C3H7OH.
OH plus O2. The product will, first we'll always write a correct formula for the product, and then second part is balancing. For a combustion equation, we start balancing with carbon followed by hydrogen and at the last other element. So there are 3 carbons, so we put 3 carbon is balanced. Then to balance hydrogen, 7 plus 1, 8 hydrogen. So we need 8, we put 4 hydrogen is also balanced. Now to balance oxygen, 3 multiplied by 2, 6 plus 4, 10. Like here we have 3 multiplied by 2, 6 and therefore 10. So we need 10 oxygen. How we can have 10 oxygen? 1 is already there. So I need 9. How can I have 9 here? So I can put 9 by 2 because 1 is already there. So I need 9 here because 9 plus 1 makes 10. So I need 9 by 2. You can write it as it is, like you can balance in fraction, that is fine. Or if you want to convert into whole number, what you will do, you will multiply all of them by 2. When you multiply all of them by 2, so this will become 2. This will remain 9, like because 2 cancel out. So this will be 9. This will become 2 multiplied by 3, 6. And this will become 4 multiplied by 2, 8. So this is also the fine. The previous one, when you write in fraction, that is also correct. No difference. It will make to the marks as the equation is balanced. Is it clear, this balancing?
Yes, sir, clear.
Okay. Then a simple sugar is there. A simple sugar is there represented by this. You have to draw polymer.
Glycosidic linkage.
Yeah. So one side remove H, other side OH, or one side remove OH, other side H. You can use the screen annotation
There
to
will
complete.
be O linkages only.
Oxy linkage. Yeah. No, it cannot
only
be two.
One.
Yeah. Because what will happen? One side we remove H and other side we remove OH. So one side we remove, this will be O, and this OH is being removed, so there will be a link here only. Like this will be linked. And if you start with oxygen, no, if you start with oxygen, then you should not end with oxygen. Because the idea is that the simple idea, like one we remove H, other one we remove OH. So this will be O, and there's nothing is there. Then another molecule O, and nothing is there. Then another molecule O, and then nothing is there. So if you start with O, at the end there should be no O. If you don't start with, like, if you start without oxygen, like there's no oxygen, then you will end at oxygen. So two things are different. Like keep this in mind. If you start this polymer,
because when water molecule is eliminated, we only get one from one box.
yeah, that's why. So yeah, only one oxygen every position. Look, what will happen? Yeah, I will repeat. See, if this is the first, like if we have, say, 3 molecules of simple sugar, so we have 3 molecules of simple sugar. Now, this is molecule 1, this is molecule 2, this is molecule 3. So I say this is molecule 1, molecule 2, molecule 3. When I remove H from here, I will remove OH from here. So for molecule 1, what it will be? It will be O, and then nothing will be there because OH is removed. Now moving into molecule 2, I remove H from one side, so I should remove OH from other. So when I remove H, there will be oxygen here and nothing on this one. When you check the third one, I remove H from here and OH from other. So there will be oxygen here and there will be nothing. Like OH is being removed. So that's how the linkage is shown. Is it clear? So one side H, another side OH is removed from it. Then name a chemical process which occur when a carbohydrate
Hydrolysis.
polymers. Yeah, so opposite the reverse reaction is known as hydrolysis. That's right. Then state condition needed for this process to occur. So usually for hydrolysis, what we
Heating
need.
with dilute HCl.
So heat and acid we need, or we can also say enzyme. So yeah, basically you can mention heating, refer only mentioning heating or mentioning water molecule. That is also fine. Alcohol, carboxylic acid, and polymers are there. There are two types of polymer. Addition polymers are made from many identical small units. What is a term used to describe the small unit? What we call them?
Monomer.
So we call them as monomers, right? Then the next part, we have the section of addition polymer is shown. Draw the structure of a small unit used to make this addition polymer. Show all the atoms and all the bonds. You can use any part of the screen to draw the structure of this polymer. And don't forget to represent all the atoms and all the bonds. This why even CH3 you have to show all the atoms. Like if it is CH3, like carbon and then 3 more bonds. As a part, like as a whenever a structure, usually they ask the structure, they ask to show all the atoms and all the bonds. Yeah, that's right. So you just take any one molecule, like the first one unit out of it, and then draw a double bond. This will have hydrogen, hydrogen. This will have carbon, and then 3 hydrogens are there. and this will have carbon and 3 hydrogen. That's it. Polyamides are condensation polymer. What does the term condensation means when used to describe this type of
Water
polymers?
molecule is eliminated when a linkage is made.
Or water is, or a small molecule or water molecule is eliminated. That's right. Or water is a product when polymer is made. Water forms also acceptable. A polymer formed by condensation reaction, you have to specify why we call this convert, because the term, you don't have to explain condensation reaction actually. What does the term condensation mean? So condensation means that the water molecule is released or water molecule is formed when the water molecule is also formed when this polymerization happens. Yeah, water also formed with a polymer. The next polyamide, which is nylon.
Nylon will form.
Yeah, so you can use a screen annotation to draw the structure of nylon. One side for carboxylic acid, remove OH, and amine, remove H, one of the H. And there will be amide or a peptide linkage. When you draw the nylon, it should be one side should be carboxylic, like both one molecule, both ends should be carboxylic, and another molecule, both ends should be amines. State the name of this synthetic polyamide, what we call this.
Nylon.
So we call that as a nylon. In question 28, the structures are given for different compounds. Name the reagent and the suggest condition to convert U into S. So we want to convert U. U is
It is
alkene.
alkene being hydrated, so steam
Yeah.
is required.
So U to
And
S means we want to add water to convert the alkene. So what are the reagents? Steam is there. And what are the
300
conditions?
degrees Celsius, 6000 kP, and phosphoric acid catalyst.
So better mention the temperature instead of just mentioning high temperature, catalysts as well, and temp condition. Organic compound S can be converted into organic compound Q by acidified with an acidified reagent. So Q can be organic S can be converted into Q. S is alcohol and Q is acid. How to convert alcohol into acid?
Oxidation by potassium permanganate or the bacteria Acetobacter from air can do it.
Yeah, yeah, from air also because if you leave alcohol, it can also be oxidized and converted into carboxylic acid. So, what is the name of acidified potassium manganate? You can simply write and don't forget to write the oxidation number of the manganate, which should be 7. Organic compound T is made by reacting two compounds together. So T is, I guess, is a ester.
Ester.
Yeah. T is methyl. What are the reagents?
Methanol and butanoic acid.
So methanol is there and butanoic acid. Because that's, I think, the next part is there. That what are the reagents which react to form this? So T is there. That is the ester, and it is formed by two methanol and ethanoic acid. You have to draw a structure of methanol. First draw methanol and then ethanoic acid. Show all the atoms and butanoic. It was, yeah, methyl butanoate, so butanoic acid. So draw 4 carbon atoms. Then yeah, that's right. There should be H here with oxygen. Deduce a molecular formula of compound T. Compound T is
C3H7COOCH3. We have methyl CH3 group and C3H7COO butanoate group, so we can write it.
The idea, because we were having the ester was methyl butanoate. So simple way I can first draw the structure, like I have C double bonded with O. Meth means 1 carbon, but means 4 carbon. This will have 3 hydrogen, this will have 2 hydrogen, this will have 2, and this will have 3. Yeah, you will say like this, like identify, because you don't need structure. You have to find how many carbon and hydrogen atoms are there. This is a structure of methyl butanoate. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll write C5. How many hydrogen are there? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So H10. And how many oxygen are there? O2. Or you can also work out from the alcohol and carboxylic acids. Journal formula, usually when we have the ester, it is CnH2nO2. This is a journal formula. Like even without, I can also work out where N represent the total number of carbon, because it is methyl butanoate. So the number of the hydrogen will be twice as compared to carbon.
We can also write this from the name and reduce the molecular
Same
formula.
thing. There are different ways. It depends. If you find drawing a structure and counting the carbon atom is the easy thing for you, you can use that. If you want to use a journal formula to identify, you also use that, or as you mentioned, identifying from alcohol and carboxylic acid. Question 29. Polymers are large molecule built from a small, state the name given to a small molecule which form polymer. Monomers. That's right. Then the formula of polymer shown here, you can see the structure of a polymer. We want to draw a monomer. You can use screen annotation. Show all the bonds and all the atoms. Don't forget that term. Like even CH3 is written, you have to show all the bonds and all the atoms. You cannot write CH3 because like if you CH3 means like 3 hydrogens are attached to carbon. Yeah. And there should be one here. It does not make difference. You can switch the position. It does not make difference in this one. It won't make difference to the structure. It is right. But why to change? Try to draw in the same manner as it is given. State the type of polymerization used to make this polymer. What kind of?
Addition.
So this is addition polymerization.
Because it is a monomer with 2 carbon.
Yeah, the unsaturated monomer was there. 3 amino acids or amino acids combine to form a natural state the type protein. Then we want to complete. So one side remove H, another side OH. One side H, other side OH. One side H, other side OH. And don't draw. Yeah. Then we have the next question. Name the type of chemical reaction that take place when natural polymers converted
hydrolysis.
Back. Hydrolysis we call. The next one, we have different names of 4 esters are listed. Methyl propanoate. Which alcohol and carboxylic acid react? Methyl propanoate.
Methanol and propanoic acid. All of them have propanoic acid as a common reactant.
Yeah.
Ethanol.
Yeah.
Propanoic acid. Butanol and then propanoic acid.
Right. So Esters are a family of organic compound with a similar chemical properties. They can be represented with a general formula as I just mentioned previously. State the name given to a organic compound with a similar chemical property. So we call them as
Homologous series.
homologous series. Explain why member of a family of organic compound have similar chemical property. What is the reason?
They
If you
have
have
the same functional group.
good, because they have the same function group. That's why they have the same tendency to react. State the name given to a formula such as
General
CnH2n.
formula.
Good. That's called a general formula, like for alkane CnH2n plus 2, alkene CnH2n, alcohol CnH2n plus 1 OH. Determine the value for N for butyl propanoate. But means 4
4.
carbon and prop means
7.
3.
It
So
is
what?
7.
So it will be 7. Because in ester, like how we identify how many, what is the value for N? It's a total number. Like I will give an example. Say methyl propanoate. What should be the value for N? Methyl
4.
propanoate. 4. Because meth means 1, prop means 3. So it should be 4. Ethyl propanoate. What
6.
should eth means 2,
No. 5.
5.
You
Prop
can.
means, yeah, so 5. Propyl propanoate.
This is 6.
So 3 and 3, 6. And butyl propanoate.
8.
7.
So but means 4, prop means 3, so this will be 7.
7.
If it was a butyl butanoate, then it will be 8. Like the value of the N is the
Mm.
total number we check from the compound. All esters can be made by reacting different alcohol with the same substance. Name that substance. What is this sub? Which is a common reagent?
Propanoic acid.
Propanoic acid, because all are propanoids. So propanoic acid. You can draw the structure of propanoic acid. Name. So propanoic acid. And whenever you draw, should draw represent all the bonds and all the atoms. Name the alcohol which is used to make methyl propanoate. So the first
Methanol.
name, methanol is there. That's right. Other esters not in the list have same molecular formula as propyl propanoate. So propyl propanoate means like 3 here and 3 here, total 6, but different structure. State the name, state the term used to describe a substances with the same molecular
Structural
formula.
isomers.
So we call them as structural isomers. Good. State name two esters which are have the same molecular formula as propyl. Like we want to name an ester which
Methyl
is
pentanoate and ethyl butanoate.
ethyl butanoate. So that will
Butanoate and methyl pentanoate.
methyl pentanoate or it's a variety of answer as because it's like methyl pentanoate, that is one. Methyl pentanoate, yeah, this is fine. Methyl pentanoate, ethyl butanoate, or you can also say ethyl butanoate. That's the one which should have total should be 6. Polyester can be made by different molecule. You have to draw the structure. When dicarboxylic acid react with diol, so one side remove H, other side OH. But it start with alcohol first. So OH, H, then H, OH. Like one side H, one side OH. No, this is wrong. Why? Because the carbon double bond with carbon is the one which is without a box, without a shade. Why we are starting with alcohol? If you check, see, I will solve this question. See, this one is an unshaded box. This one is a shaded box. So they started with the unshaded one. So means the alcohol should be first, because if the same question was there and we started with the shaded one, then the carboxylic acid should be first. But the question unshaded started first, and there is OH. So one side remove H, it's up to you, then OH. One side you remove H, other side OH. So it will be O, then this is removed. Then the other molecule we remove, H is removed. So we are left with O, C double bonded with O. and then this is also removed. So it's C
Okay,
double
it will
bonded
be
with O.
this.
Yeah, there will be a link here. And same thing, then another, so there will be O, and no bond, like OH is being removed, then there will be O, C double bonded with O, and then C double bonded with O. Is it clear how to draw this structure? Because the unshaded box, the box without a shade was alcohol. That's why I started with that alcohol. If the same question was there, they started with a shaded box, then I will draw the polymer. We just have to complete the diagram to show section of a polymer. So when we want to draw section of a polymer, part of the polymer, we don't have to put a bracket. We don't have to put N. When we are drawing part of the chain. If the same question was there, draw polymer form, then we'll put a bracket and write it. Then name the polymer.
Condensation polymerization. And PET.
So condensation polymer and PET, or you can also say tyrene. So this was the exercise, the whole exercise related to the polymerization alcohols and carboxylic acids.